Hello, and welcome to a very special review. The very first review I'm putting on this channel. And you may ask, why? Why did you select this item out of everything else you own to discuss? And the reason for that being is this thing was the only thing I had to wear for my entire high school experience. Any occasion, any time of year. This is what I would be wearing. Not every day. I wasn't one of those people who wore stuff every day. And I say those people, even though I wear something pretty much every day now, in moderation, which used to be a little bit of an issue. And I'm very sorry for those people I wore this around back then. Not that it's bad, which actually surprised me going back to it. I thought, oh, this stuff's going to be bad. I paid $4 for it. And it's good. Pretty good. But it is a clone, and that's fine. But let's just talk about it. You don't care. You don't care, and that's okay. This right here, this is Dark Woods. It doesn't have any markings anywhere else on it. You know, that's fine. It's got a little cheap plastic cap. We love to see it. And it's got like the same like crimped atomizer I noticed on Aspen by Cody. If you've ever gotten that before, it's like $10 a bottle. But yeah, you can see there around the collar what's been crimped on there at the factory. That's lovely. And I haven't used the atomizer in a very long time, so I actually couldn't tell you how that functions, but there's the inside of the cap. Now you're wondering, what is this a clone of? Well, initially I thought it was Polo Black, but then I found out it was Polo Supreme Oud, a Ralph Lauren. And that surprised me. I did think it was Polo Black for a long time. Then I smelled Polo Black. I'm like, this doesn't smell anything like it. What the hell? And then I realized, oh, it's probably something else. Looked it up, found out who it was by, how much it's like selling for online. Well, I have a lot to talk about. So the main notes in the Polo are cinnamon and pink pepper as the top notes. Oud, which is probably not real oud in this, but I'm not sure if they use a synthetic oud in the Polo. But that's the middle, and then in the base notes, is wooden vetiver. So pretty cool. And I found a listing for Dark Woods on apparelcandy.com, and it described it as Dark Woods exudes sexiness with its dry woods and leather scent. Hints of a cinnamon dry down, making its presence known. The pink pepper vetiver brings the entire scent accord together. Fragrance. Dark Woods by Preferred Fragrance, inspired by Polo Supreme Oud by Ralph Lauren for men. 3.4 ounce. It says the scent. Pink pepper, vetiver, cinnamon, and leather accord. So no oud listed, which I totally get. So, yeah, I don't pick up oud in this at all. And let me just tell you about how I encountered this. I went into a rack store, like the closeout stores where they buy all the shit from where other places close off, and they're like, yeah, just take it. Or overstock or shit that didn't sell. This was sitting in its box, which I have somewhere. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm sure I have it. I keep all my boxes. There's been an unfortunate update. Why's my computer so loud? I do not have the box, which surprises me. I normally keep all of my boxes. But I'm looking through the racks, I'm looking at everything, and I see this little bottle here, and I see, oh, woods. I live in the woods. So it's open. I pick it up, and I smell it, and I go, well, that's good. Everything else on the rack smelled like piss or piss with sugar. And I smelled this and I went, that's pretty damn good. How much is that? $4. Well, I'm buying that then. That's $4. And I picked it up. It was like November of my freshman year. Might have been 8th grade, actually, going into freshman year. But I picked it up. Did I wear it? No. It took me several months to like wear it, and I only wore it on special occasions when I assumed you should wear it. I have to apologize to all my ex-girlfriends because, dear God, uh, they're never going to be able to smell fucking Polo Supreme Oud again without getting flashbacks of this shit just socking them in the face. Talking about smell now. Now, I'm biased as hell. The nostalgia here is just too strong. It smells like my car before it got totaled. Not that it smells like a car, but I wore it in there quite often. And it just smells nice. It smells, I pick up cinnamon and I pick up leather. It smells like faux leather sofa chairs they have in like Big Lots that they have setting out, like those big ass cheap leather chairs. If you stuck your nose on that and you went, hell yeah, add some cinnamon, that's what this smells like. And you'd think that'd be gross or skanky, but I actually really like it. And, you know, it's just good. Now, let me make sure this doesn't have anything else in there, because I don't pick up any pepper. I don't pick up any vetiver. Okay, I pick up like synthetic ass vetiver. It smells like vetiver flavored candy corn. It smells like vetiver scented candy corn. And it's decent. It's not bad, actually. And I wasn't going to wear this. I thought, oh, I'll trash this thing and, you know, move on. It'll be my first review of the first fragrance I picked up for myself. But I love this thing. I mean, I have this much left over the years. I don't know, I was picking it up. And I was thinking, yeah, if this runs out, I'm going to buy another bottle. I preferred something, you know, get it on eBay for $16. I said, hell yeah. It takes me back to high school, and it smells good. It really does smell good. It smells like if you took elements of Azzaro's Wanted by Night and like recreated it. You're like, okay, we want to take Azzaro. Let's run it through a little bit of a dematuration. You just kind of take away the grown elements from it, you know, add some of that young man kind of vibes. And a little bit of, like I said, cheap leather, and voila. And this doesn't smell like super cheap, actually. It smells like a $30 fragrance. I would see this being $30 if I had never smelled Supreme Oud, which it's not very close. Not very close at all, mostly because it's missing oud and quite a few other things. But, you know, it's just got its own kind of thing to it. It doesn't smell like anything else really I own or anything I've smelled out in the world, so it does stand out. But I'm going to spray this on my arm right now, and you might be able to see it in the camera, but you probably won't because I'm recording this late at night, and I'm not going to turn, like, a bunch of lights on for you to pick this up, and I'm sorry, but hey, man. If I look like I'm prepared for things, as soon as I hit end, I'm going to bed. Let me spray this on my forearm here. Now, this isn't like proper wearing technique for most people, but don't know if you can pick that up. Decent blast. I can smell it right now, about this far away. Picking it up a little bit, but I'm going to wait for that to dry. I like to wait for it to fully dry. Now, from what I remember, this shit is linear. Now, on the listing, they said it dried down to cinnamon. It does not. It just stays linear, and that's totally fine with me. That way you're not like, wow, this opening smells good. What the fuck is this? It smells completely different. You know, it's not like Black Orchid, which some people, you know, it's linear. I don't totally get that. I've from my samples, because I'm a poor bitch, I've sprayed that shit on, and like 10 minutes later, I'm like, smelling that and going, what? That's pretty good. The Halloween Man X is similar, but that one, I feel like every time I spray it, it's just different in its own way. But, you know, whereas those, they'd say, yeah, creative liberties. This might be charming because of its cheapness. Now let me smell this. Okay, I'm picking up a lot more wood, like a really hard, like a hearty wood. That makes sense. Like fake fireplace wood smell. And it smells like toffee, a little bit of toffee, and then that cinnamon and leather. It's like if you took a male stripper, sat on a Big Lots sofa, and then left, and then like 2 days later you walked by and you're like, huh, Candy has been by here. Yeah. So does it smell male strippery? No. It's all a bit of fun. It just smells decent. It smells like cinnamon. And it smells pretty sweet. Not super sweet. You're not going to lose any teeth, but it's got some sweetness to it. Definitely not unisex. It would be very weird if I smelled this on a woman. I'd be like, it would, getting some conflicting memories here. You're going to smell like teenage me. Not sure. I still am teenage me. But it's not what you should smell like. This does not smell super mature either. So if you're like 200, don't spray this shit on unless you like want to de-age by 100 years. I think that would do pretty well. If you want a fountain of youth to my childhood, to my teenage years for some ungodly reason, yeah, spray this on. You'll smell like me as a teenager. And if I smell you in public, it's going to remind me of my childhood. So that's not bad in some ways. So what the hell am I trying to say? It's good. I'm probably going to wear this tomorrow out of nostalgia. I'm not going to wear this tomorrow because I'm going to run into people I went to high school with. I think instead I'll wear something a bit more up to date with me. But I'll wear it the day after tomorrow when I don't run into anybody I know. And if that tells you anything, I have a pretty good collection, and I'm choosing to wear this $4 bottle. Pretty good. If you're using Axe right now, drop that shit and get something like this. I can give you about 10 recommendations for shit that's just like this. Not for $16. I mean, that's a pretty damn good price, and this shit does last, I'd say, like 5 hours. And it's not like super loud projection. I'd say right now, out here, so like a good 6 inches. Bit generous, maybe like 7-8 inches. So not like, it's not loud. It's just good. It's good shit. Good soup. I recommend it. So yeah, thank you for putting up with my disheveled appearance, and thank you for listening to me ramble about my teenage years. Subscribe for more disjointed rambles, I guess. I'm going to be going in order of what I want from now on, because I had to do the first chronological one, so now I'll just break it. Because if I didn't, I'd be going through a lot of shit I sold. Which I'll do. I'm going to talk about shit I've sold, because I didn't like it, but you'll probably like it. Except for 2, I think they're god-awful, and nobody should ever buy them, even though people are hyping it up unfairly. But yeah, good. And you won't be able to find samples of this, so yeah. Blind buy it or go to a male strip club and smell the seats. And you'll get kind of an idea. Not bad. So, have a good rest of your day. And I'm sorry for wasting your time. Just saw a bug fly by. Go get a glass and a piece of paper. I'll be right back. But as for you, you have a good night. Sorry this went on for 15 minutes. So sorry. Take care.